chosen ones, welcome back. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I want to thank everybody that commented with a question that you wanted answered by Spirit in regards to being a chosen one. The one that I felt very strongly that I need to start with is how to recognize that you are a chosen one. There are so many things that will dictate that you are a chosen one, but I have 9 for sure. But the way that this is going to go down, I'm still not sure how this is going to work out, but I'm doing what I'm feeling I need to do, and that is pull cards. This deck that I'm using here right off the bat is the Ozette Egyptian Oracle deck. The decks will be listed below as usual. Click on the title of the video and you'll drop down my description box and you'll see the list of decks there. Ooh. Okay. Oh boy. I don't know if I'm if I'm pronouncing this properly or not, but Nekbet. It's an Egyptian name. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing it properly, but it means protection. Okay, so here's what you need to know as a chosen one. You're protected. You will go through life protected. That is very cool, Spirit. Thank you. Now, I do have a book for this deck, and I want to see. These are not numbered. Oh, it is numbered. It's number 23. Okay, so that breaks down to a 5, which is all about change. So for me, what that's saying is through the changes that you go through in your life, through the evolutionary changes that we have to go through in our lives, you are protected. You don't have to fear. Okay, so I'm going to hold this up while I read it for you. I can get it here. There you go. Okay, it says, this goddess has the vulture as her symbol, and she's closely associated with Mut, the vulture goddess. She is said to have existed from the beginning of time and be the creatrix of the world. And in the Duat, or underworld, she watches over the dead, waiting to transform their eyes into brilliant light. Sorry, guys. Wearing the white crown of the south, she is a protective goddess who is important in religious rituals and brings clear-sightedness to those working with spiritual principles. Wow, she brings the clarity to us in our world. That is so cool. Okay, so the next deck that Spirit wanted me to use for direct messages to you from Spirit is the Messenger Oracle deck. This is perfect. Oh my God, you are not going to believe this. Let the emotions flow. Card 23. I got to point out something here because this is, I got to say, it's actually blowing my mind just a little bit. I want to point out, look at the third eye, first of all, up here on her forehead. I'm going to let you just look at this card while I tell you something. I've had a company calling my cell phone for days now, and it doesn't actually ring. It never rings through. I just all of a sudden have a missed call, and they'll call me like 3 times in a row, apparently, but I never hear it ringing. And the last 4 digits of the phone number are 2323, and now we've got 2323 here. Broken down, that's 55. And didn't we, in one of the last readings, didn't we talk about 1155? 55, 23 and 55, very pertinent. 55, big changes. And not only that, you need to know you're protected. Through those changes that are coming in, you will be protected. Oh, I'll hold this up for you again while I read this from the book for you. Okay, now you can get a good long look at it here. I'll try and not move it on you guys. Okay, it says, let your emotions flow. Emotions flow like water. They can be joyous like a babbling brook, as deep and strong as a river. Give yourself permission to feel and experience them without judgment or blame. Don't try to deny them, for that can only lead to harm and disease. Don't dam them within you. Release them. Let them flow and go. Allow yourself to feel them and learn from them as you embrace them for what they are, a natural response to the moment that you exist in that will pass as the moment passes. And that's where that saying comes from. This too shall pass, right? Okay, so what that's telling me here is emotionally, you're going to be going through some changes. You don't have to worry about that. Let them flow. Let them go. Don't hold back because you don't want to hurt someone or because you're afraid they won't like you if you release your emotions. This is a time for us to stand true, you know? Be true to yourself. Be authentic emotionally. You are protected. Nothing is going to happen to you. Nothing. You're protected. You're a chosen one. Chosen ones are protected, okay? But you need to let your emotions flow if you're going to grow. It rhymes. Okay, now we're using Egyptian tarot. And apparently, I am just going to get 9 cards, and that's going to give us everything we need. Okay, we have the 5 of Cups. We have, I will show them to you as we go through them. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the 3 of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the 2 of Cups. I'm going to have to make more room here. 7 of Wands. The King of Cups. Oh, you guys can't see them all now. Okay, here, let's go this way. You see them? Yeah, you can see them. Okay. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. And you have the 5 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck. The Knave of Chalices or Cups. Okay, just give me a second here to just get a feel for the energies and what the messages are here. Okay, this is so cool. I have to say, I created a list, my own list of how I know I'm a chosen one. And I didn't want to go through the list with you, and I'm not going through the list with you. But in getting the messages and the energies around these cards, when Spirit showed me in my mind's eye a 9-card spread, my first thought was, well, how's that gonna work? But you will see. And you know what? It doesn't cover. I have 9 things on my list. And these cards don't all cover everything on my list, but they cover a lot of them. So we're going to go with Spirit, not my list. First card up, you have the 5 of Cups. We all know what the 5 of Cups represents. It's all about things not working out for us. You know, we're always trying to move things in the right direction. We're always trying to emotionally have things work out for us, but they don't always. In fact, most times they don't, until you reach a certain point in your growth, right? And that's kind of what these are talking about over here, letting your emotions flow. That's what we need to learn to do. But something else, we not only do we regret things that we've said and done in the past, because we are a chosen one, we're not here to hurt anybody. We're not here to cause anyone else any pain. And so when we do, in love, cause pain for others, it's very hurtful for us. But what you need to realize is you are meant to go in a certain direction with a certain person, and so is the person that you just hurt by walking away, or vice versa, right? There is a very specific direction for all of us in love. So you will know you're a chosen one. One of the ways is you feel bad. You regret things you've said and done in the past because you know you've hurt someone. Okay? You feel it deeper than... Now, if somebody's watching this that isn't a chosen one, I don't know why they'd be here, but this might hurt their feelings. And that's not what I'm here to do. I'm just relaying the messages. If you are a chosen one, it's likely that you feel things on a deeper level than most. Okay? It's just how it is. Then we have the Knight of Swords. You are being taught patience in your life. How many times have you heard, be patient, just be patient? This is you wanting to move forward very quickly towards your destination and your destiny, but you're being held back. You're being taught patience. And you know what? That wasn't one of the things on my list, but that is so, so true. Then we have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands, again, is about patience, because the Three of Wands is about waiting. It's about waiting for your proverbial ship to come in. So it's kind of a twofold card, because it's about waiting for that proverbial ship, which means you do have great abundance headed your way. But you're being made to wait for it. You're being made to learn patience in the way of all of your abundance. Love, finances, and happiness. It's delayed gratification. Okay? So you are being taught patience, and you're being taught delayed gratification, which is kind of patience. It's just a different way of putting it. Then you have the Ace of Wands. Now, the message that's coming through with the Ace of Wands, this is someone who is very creative. I know that's not what the Ace of Wands represents, but that is what's coming through. Wands is fire, it's passion. It is all about creativity, and this is you as a creator. You're very creative. Now, the center of the spread, and one of the most important cards as far as the energy goes of this spread, because it's a card that is in touch with every other card in the spread, that is the Two of Cups. You know that there's a very special soulmate out there that's meant for you and you them. And you're always searching for them, waiting for them to come in, wanting to meet them, wanting to come into union with them. That is the center energy of all of this, okay? That is probably one of the most important energies in the chosen one's field. Knowing that you have, you know, you want to call it a twin flame. I just looked at the clock, 1:55. There's that 55 again. And the timer, 15:15. Oh my goodness. Okay, so 15:15 breaks down to a 6 and a 6. Sixes are all about love. Anyway, this is very important in your world as a chosen one. Finding that perfect love. It is out there for you. You do have a very special soulmate out there that you are moving towards. Your entire life until you reach them is purposefully worked as far as your growth and your evolution goes to reaching this soulmate. Okay? Now you have the Seven of Wands. This is all about independence. It's you wanting to be you. Stand up for what you believe in. Stand up for who you are, the direction you want to move. It's all about, we are being guided on a constant basis to be independent and stand in your true, authentic self. Stand up for what you believe in. If we don't stand up for what we believe in, what else is there? If you don't stand up for what you believe in, you'll fall for anything, is what I'm hearing. Thanks, Spirit. I don't mean to laugh at that. It's just last minute they threw it in, and it makes sense. Stand up for what you believe in or you'll fall for anything. But that's about independence. That is about standing alone. And the other thing with that too, you'll find if you're a chosen one, you're going to spend most of your time alone in your life. And especially when you start to awaken and ascend, you will be pushed into a place where you are alone most of the time. And I remember that when I first went into that aloneness, it was horrible. I hated it. I had people I absolutely adored and loved pulled out of my life because I needed to be alone to go through the evolution and the growth process. Now we have the King of Chalices or the King of Cups. This is such a great love. This is you coming to that knowing that there's more to life than what you thought there was before you started to ascend and evolve. You get to that place where you know that it's all about love. That's it, the whole world. And it's not just, I'm not just talking about romantic love. I'm talking about the love of your family, the love of your friends, the love of life, self-love, love of the planet, all the animals and beings and plant life. Everything comes down to love. And when you reach that place where you know it's all about love, Ten of Pentacles. This is when you start to move toward that greatness that you know you've always been meant for. Another way to know you're a chosen one, you've always felt or known that you're meant for greatness in this life. That's prosperity, love, happiness. You've just always known that you were meant for greatness. And you will head there once you can get yourself to that place of knowing that everything is about love. There's nothing on this planet, there's nothing that isn't about love. And then we move into the Five of Pentacles, the wonderful Five of Pentacles, the financial struggle that we all seem to go through at some point or another. Some of us, we go through the financial struggle longer than others, but you will at some point in your life or your entire life seem to struggle financially. You just can't have enough money. It's such work to have enough money to pay for everything. That's all about your growth and your evolution, okay? Now, I want to add a couple of things from my list because I think they're pertinent and I think they're important. You're going to, in your life, feel like you don't fit in. Like you're so different from everyone else. And you might even ask that, why am I so different? Why don't I feel like I fit in? If you feel like you don't fit in on this planet, in this world, it's because you're here to create a new world, okay? You were chosen There's critical mass happening on this planet as we speak, as you all know. It's been headed in this direction for a long time. So we're all here to make this a better place, right? Another thing that you likely feel throughout your life, or at some point at least, is that you're misunderstood. It doesn't matter what you say or do. You're always misunderstood. And that could have to do with partly with the Five of Cups, with Spirit saying you have a lot of regret from the past. Maybe some of those regrets are around things you've said or done that have been misunderstood by others. I know I do it. And I don't know if that's the Virgo in me or the chosen part of me, but I say and do things, and I know what I mean when I say it or do it. Others are always taking it in a way that I didn't mean it, and it's not a good way. It's always a bad way. Another one, you will feel driven to know your purpose in life. Absolutely driven. Once you reach a certain point in your ascension period, you will feel like, what is my purpose? I need to know my purpose. I don't know what my purpose is. What do I need to do? Spirit, help me out here. You're driven to know your purpose. And I am going to do another reading on purpose, okay? What your purpose is. And I'm willing to bet it's not what you actually think it is, because it wasn't what I thought it was. You will be very spiritual. That isn't in here. It wasn't a message in here, but that's kind of a given, because if you're a chosen one, you absolutely are going to be spiritual. You have to believe and trust and have faith in Spirit, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it. Okay? There is a higher power, so to speak. You also will be experiencing synchronicities like crazy. Numbers, words. Like, look at the synchronicities we had in the beginning here with these two cards, 23 and 23. Seriously, two different decks. What are the odds we're going to pull two number 23 cards? It's not, I just looked at the timer on my camera, and I'm not kidding you, it was at 23:23. Leave comments, because 23:23 has got to mean something for all of you. It's got to be a number that is very pertinent for the chosen ones. I'm just going to take a look at something here. Give me a second. I have an angel numbers book here. It only goes up to 1,000, so I can't do 23:23, but I can look up 23. Let's see what 23 means in this book. Now this book is, here you go. This is the book, okay? Now number 23 says, you're working closely with one or more ascended masters, such as Jesus, Moses, the saints, or goddesses. This is a message from your ascended master guides, who can see that the answer to your prayers is within reach. They encourage you to stay positive to ensure that you attract the best possible outcome. I am so glad I decided to pull that out of the book. How perfect is that? Now we get 23:23. The fact that it's doubled. I saw it on the timer on my phone, which is what's recording this. I see it in these two cards, and it's in that phone number. That company that keeps calling me, 23:23. So those of you that are seeing, and you now are seeing 23, that's very pertinent. That's doubled. Number 23 doubled. This is super, super, super strong energy. You have ascended masters at your back, beside you, leading you, ahead of you. They're all around you. You are about to step into such a big, big ascension. Huge. This is crazy. I have one more card for you. I want to be interactive here. I want you to, I'm going to let you pick a card. I'm going to lay out 3 cards here. I want you to pick one, and then you're going to intuit your message from this card, because that's what this deck is about. It's called Divine Sight. oracle. Okay. So, I'm gonna lay them right here, I guess. Now what I want you to do is pick one of these. This is card 1, card 2, and card 3. I'm going to give you a minute to pick one, and then I'm going to show it to you. When I show it to you, it's up to you to see messages within the picture that's on the card. You cannot get it wrong, okay? It's whatever pops into your head. That's your intuition guiding you. Then I'm going to read it from the book and see if it matches what you saw. And if it doesn't, that's okay too. It's another message for you, okay? You ready? Let's go with card number 1. This actually is card 11. There's another synchronicity for you because number 11 is huge, huge spiritually. It's soul purpose number, soul path number. Okay. You might want to pause it and keep looking so you can see all the messages you're meant to get here. I hope I didn't knock the camera. Sorry guys if I did. I'm going to stand this up in front of the camera for you so you can look at it while I read it from this little deck here. This is not going to be listed, okay, because I got this deck a long time ago, and this is, I mean, you might be able to find it. Here's the book. This is a long time ago, and I'm just not sure it's available, easily available. I don't even remember where I got this from. Okay. So key messages with this, it's a clairsentience card. You are empathic. You are sensitive to picking up on others' feelings, physically and emotionally. You can handle your sensitivities. If you are trying to see something, pay attention to what you feel. Tools for managing sensitivities needed now. Nature is critical for you. Spend time in nature, okay? Time to learn more about your sensitivities. Trust and you will feel the truth. You will then get the proof that you need. Be flexible. Don't overanalyze the situation or your sensitivities. Angels are waiting to help you hone your sensitivities. Pay attention to your body. Be grateful for your sensitivities. Honor your feelings. And that goes back to your emotion card here. Clairsentience is beautiful when you know how to manage it. The key symbols. If you see hands, you can handle it. Reach out, hold on, lift up, come together, and support. Tool belt. Tools are needed. Gather equipment, protection tools, detaching tools, and rejuvenating tools. Angels. Now, I'm sorry, I put the card the wrong way. It's supposed to go sideways. I'm going to do that for you right now, everyone. I went with how the number was placed, but okay. So now I'm going to move it back a little bit. There you go. Okay. Angels, divine resources, divine support and assistance. X. X marks the spot. Take note of what you are experiencing at this spot. Eyes. If you're seeing eyes, you are being watched over by angels. Pay attention to what you see with your eyes open or closed. Wake up. Use visualization tools to help you manage clairsentient sensitivities. And sacred geometry. The study of sacred shapes, geometry, crop circles, divine coded messages, subliminal messages, and enlightened data. Wow. So those of you that chose this card, you have heightened empathic sensitivities. Wow. So clairsentience, if I'm not mistaken, is you sense things. You have that knowing. You could have all of them. You could, hear, see, feel, all of that. You could have all of them. Okay, so that is card number 1. Now, if you chose card number 2, I will lay this out properly for you. I'm going to hold it up closer for you this time, though. No, well, not this time, first. Pause it if you want to take a longer look at it. Okay. Now, this is card number 12. Isn't that interesting? It's going in order, 11 and 12. Now, 12 breaks down to a 3, which is, again, it's all about evolution and growth, right? So I will read this from the book for you. It says, clairvoyance card, clearly seeing. So keep your eyes open. You will see. Key messages are third eye, visions, dreams, angelic communication through visuals, divine support, clarity, using clairvoyance for healing, ground yourself in order to see clearly, divine sources will help you see your truths, angels will help you to see what's going on, protective tools are necessary, psychic tools, make a plan to create a nest egg for yourself. Key symbols are third eye, if you see a third eye there, psychic sight, seeing the spirit realm, seeing symbols clearly throughout your day as a divine message, angels, support, protection, unconditional love, and divine healing, green, love and healing, blue, clarity and seeing clearly. Now, whatever you saw, if it's not listed here, that's okay. That's a message for you still. And if you didn't see any of these, there's still messages for you, okay? So that is card number 2. I will fall out of my chair if this is card 13. No, it's not, but you know what? It's card 28, which breaks down to a 10. So we now have 10, 11, and 12, sort of. Okay. Again, pause it if you need to, because I am going to look it up in the book. I think these cards are so pretty. Okay. It says, imagination card. Get creative and consciously tune into and use your imagination. Key messages are, try new creative endeavors until you find one you love. All caged up and needing to get out. Passion. Look through the creative eye. Imagination needs to blossom. Allow the imagination to flow out of you. Explore new territory as often as possible. Have no fear. Get grounded and maintain it. Maybe behaving like a caged animal, a sign that you've gone too long without engaging your imagination. Growth. Let your imagination run free. Imagination gate has blown open. So there's a message in there for some of you, okay? You're going to resonate with something in those. That is your message, okay? Now the key symbols, the blue center, imagination, a place to access your truths, the best place to go inward to tap into your higher wisdom, find your truths. Pink flowers, seed that has bloomed, life, beauty, love, self-love, kindness, brightness, lightness, emotionally sensitive. Birdcage. Oh, I kind of see a birdcage. Sideways. Caged in, holding something inside. Now, if you're doing that, that goes definitely with the emotion card. You need to let it flow. Control issues and boundaries. Fish, if you see fish here. Go with the flow. Don't go against the current. There's something under the surface worth accessing, and meditation. Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate all the messages that you brought to everybody today. This was an amazing reading. I hope it helps you. I hope it helps you realize that you are definitely a chosen one. Now, you do not have to have everything here to be a chosen one, okay? But if you've got a few of these that you can say yes, 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 yes to them, then you are likely a chosen one. As you grow and evolve, you will see more of them. You will feel more of them, including the ones that I had on my list that Spirit didn't bring out here. Okay? Don't forget about 2323. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to all numbers, all the synchronicities around you. They are messages from your guides, and you do have your guides around you at all times. Okay? So again, I hope this helped. I love you guys, and I will see you next time.